guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just gonna be doing a get ready with me. Not really sure what I'm going for, just kind of working out a couple of palettes to see what look I come up with today. I'm just gonna jump right into it. Today I'm starting with my brows. I'm taking some Profusion gel liner and dark brown, and I'm gonna go fill in my brows the most. I really don't fill in my brows too much. I just add a little color. I'm gonna fill in my brows and then clean them up with concealer. And the concealer that I'm using for my brows is the Collab No Flaws concealer in Mocha, and I'm gonna go only underneath in the tail end of my brows, just because I like to have like a more of a sharper, more like defined look. Yep, so I'm just doing that. And don't mind my hair. Like literally I just got out of the shower and I threw some conditioner in there. I haven't even styled it. I just put a band around it and it was like whatever. So now what I'm doing is just going the tail end of the brow, just making it sharper. I never go too far in the beginning of the brow at the top. And right now I'm just taking a blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend the concealer out. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. And look at my brows. Can we take a minute to just acknowledge how nice my brows are looking? Like my brows never come out like super nice, so I'm really surprised. Like I'm in love with my brows. Hopefully I can get them like that again. And I'm just blending that out, the concealer out with the foundation brush, just so everything looks blended, looks nice. And don't mind me, I'm like literally watching YouTube and vlogs and things like that. I'm taking this Ruby Kisses eyeshadow primer, and I'm just gonna lay that down on my lids so that I can start with my shadows. And the shadows that I'm gonna take are from the e.l.f. Made for Matte palette. I'm using the lightest, like more orangey shade in the palette, and then I'm gonna use like 2 or 3 shades from the palette. And I'm just popping that underneath my brow. Then I'm using like the peach tone. I'm gonna use that in my crease, and it's like very light with the color, so to say. And I'm just gonna just work from my brow bone down. I'm putting the peachy color in the crease right now, and I'm just gonna keep building that up um, until I get like a smooth transition from the brow, what I use underneath my brow, to the peach color. It's not really coming off on camera, but you definitely see it once I keep building the coverage up. Then I'm going to take the darkest burgundy color in the palette, and I'm just going to sweep that in my outer V and a little up in my crease. And I'm just going in circular motions, back and forth motions to get that and then build coverage with that. And I'm just going to continue to blend that out and keep building up the coverage, blending it out, making sure everything looks seamless. is a lot of which is a lot of blending. And now I'm taking some of the same concealer I used to clean up my eyebrow, which is the Collab No Flaws Concealer in Mocha. And I'm going to cut my crease with that. I know it's really hard to see because I have the mirror in the way. Yeah, and then I'm just going to take the same blending brush and I'm going to blend that out. And I took the lightest, like almost whitest color in this palette to apply that on top of that, just to blend it out and give it like a smoother surface to work on. And then I'm gonna take the Elf Prisms palette. Well, I'm going back right now. Sorry, I'm going back, just blending it out, just making sure that everything is nice. Then I'm taking the Elf Prism palette, and I'm taking the bronzy shade, which I think is the third shade in, and I'm just gonna put that on my lid. I'm using like a flat detailer brush to apply the shadows. Yep. And I absolutely was going nowhere today. Like I did not have any plans. I just was like, oh, I have my setup, so I just want to record and see how everything comes out. See if I need to make changes, which I probably am to the backdrop because it's like a unicorn skin backdrop. And it's not green. It's coming off as green because I have black poster boards behind it. So I want to probably change that around a little bit. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, of course. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm just going to apply the shadows the same as I did on the other side using the the lightest orange shade in the palette, then going down from brow to lid, working the peach shade in the crease, the burgundy shade in the outer V, and then I'm going to go switch palettes to the Elf Prisms palette, and I'm going to use that for the lid. And it's so hard not to put the mirror in the camera because I'm so used to it. So I'm going back to the other side, just blending it out, working some of that burgundy color in the crease. So I'm literally just back and forth trying to make sure everything looks very similar, very neat. I want to do some glitter next time, but I love glitter and hate glitter at the same time. Like, glitter gets everywhere. And I have a pressed glitter palette that I love that is like really just like it's not going anywhere you don't want it to go basically. But I've actually made like a custom glitter, which I mixed like four or five glitters together, and I really love how it turned out. So I really want to use that to glitter maybe in my next one. And I just let you guys listen to a little bit of what I listen to while I'm getting ready for work or just getting ready in general. It's always SZA majority of the time. Either her or Janae or who knows, like or her. It's crazy. Like literally, that's my zone. And if you see me singing, it's SZA. She did it to me. So I'm basically just doing the same thing that I do. Oh, see, so yeah, I'm just going in the crease to cut the crease. Sorry. Same thing as I did on the other side. Like you guys don't even know how much I love SZA. I listen to her all the time. Like I can never get tired of her music. Like literally, I listened to her when she first came out, and I've just been listening to the same thing. I'm gonna take some of my MAC foundation. I believe that's an NW58. And before I do that, I'm gonna actually go in with my NYX palette to color correct around my mouth, underneath my eyes, kind of my problem areas that I suffer with, like hyperpigmentation um, underneath my eyes. Yep. And then I'm gonna go in with my MAC foundation, which is an NW58. I'm just gonna kind of slap that all over my face. And I'm using the same Nicka K foundation brush just to place it on my face. I got lazy and just was like, whatever. I don't got time for dots today. And I'm taking the e.l.f. It's like a beauty blender. And I'm just patting and blending everything in, which I absolutely love. And this is like literally my first time using a beauty blender itself or anything shaped like that. When I want to use any sponges, I would use like the cosmetic wedge sponge. Like I used to go buy a bunch of them from um, Walmart. So I actually really love how it turned out. And I'm using the same concealer, the Collab concealer in Mocha. I use that to highlight my forehead and my nose and chin area, and kind of reverse contour just a little bit. And I really don't like to put too much contour because I don't know. I feel like I'm already dark, so when I go lighter, I don't need to go darker, if that makes any sense. So I might just go over it with like a powder or with my foundation brush or something. And I'm just blending the concealer out. And I actually like the beauty blender. It's really nice. I'm so used to using like the brushes and everything, so. And I gotta find another place or somewhere to set a mirror because this is annoying. And I'm just blending out the highlight underneath my quote unquote contour. And I'm contouring my nose, which I rarely do, which I'm gonna probably erase anyway at the end because I don't like how it turned out. I'm not a big contour girl. Like, it helps, but then again, it's like too extra for me at least. And I'm going in with a dark brown shadow. I forgot if I got it from the, I believe it's from the Made for Matte palette as well, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I'm just gonna take some of the Elf HD translucent lucent powder. Oh God, I can't talk. The Elf HD translucent powder. I'm just gonna put that all in the places that I highlighted, underneath my eyes, forehead, and chin area. Just kind of, and that powder is actually great. I was surprised because like most translucent powders, some have like a white cast on your face, but that one is actually very fine and nice. It was easy to blend out. So I'm gonna take my mineralized skin fin MAC mineralized skin finish in dark deep. I'm gonna take my MAC mineralized skin finish in dark deep, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend out uh, my whole entire face. The places where I put the translucent powder, as well as the places that I did not. And I'm literally going to bathe in setting spray because I have very, very dry skin. So when I apply powder, like I literally probably cut out half of the. Oh wow. And you can see that the matte gold deposit highlight had me shook for a minute because my face was still kind of damp. So when I applied it, it barked at me. It really did. It was like, well, yeah, what are you doing? You thought definitely. So I'm just lining my lips with this. I forgot the lip liner, but I'm taking some of the Collab liquid lipstick in Blood Rush, and just gonna apply that to my lips. And this is the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You can definitely comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.